Hello, it's me, Kendra T, the SLP. I wanted to do a demonstration of my current product that I have on Teachers Pay Teachers, and it is an articulation project that focuses on specific sounds using evidence based, research based strategies to help students. So, I'm going to show you what I have loaded in the store currently. All right, so here is my R project. This is to teach initial R. I also have an R project to teach the R blend, and then I also have one to teach, well, it's vowel R that I didn't open it up accidentally, but it's vowel R. So this is the activity that I run through with students, and I'll go through with you. A couple things to note. My directions. This project uses evidence-based interventions and core words to teach how to hear, process, produce, and practice the target sound. In this case, the target will be initial R. Now, when I am doing this activity with my students, I will sometimes share it and sometimes I won't share it because a lot of it is auditory based and in imitation modeling, so modeling for imitation. So I don't always need to share it. If the student is able to read or is learning how to read, then it's good visual feedback, um, visual stimulation for the phonological awareness, but sometimes it can be a little distracting having the words on the screen when I want them to focus on hearing, listening, and then producing. Another thing that I like to do is I have cue cards that I will have available to give, again, some visual feedback for phonological awareness. I will show the student that these are really rough. These are literally just index cards that I wrote a Sharpie on and made a mistake and scribbled it out. But anyway, the kids don't care. So I made an R and I made a W. Depending on the type of R that we're working on, um, that depends on if I'm showing an R or if I'm showing, I have another one that's an X on it, which basically means that no R is being shown. So X, no R, or R or a W. So I will go through this as I would with my students. Hey student, how are you? Today we're doing the R project, initial R, because you are still just learning how to do this, how to make an R sound. I want to help you be able to hear it and then say it. All right, so the first station is ear training. Don't talk, just listen. Rag, run, red, ripe, rich, right. That's station one. Hey, school SLP, I'm giving an abbreviated version of how I go through this with my students, okay? As a demonstration. And let me also point out that while I call these stations one thing to the student, I use the intervention strategy that is at play in the station. So for example, the first one I call ear training to the student, but it's auditory bombardment. The next station I call ear detective, but it's auditory discrimination. Okay. All right, student, for the next station, you are going to be the R detective. I'm going to say a word. When you hear me say that R sound, give me a thumbs up. If I don't say an R sound or if you don't hear an R sound, give me a thumbs up. Thumbs down. All right, detective, are you ready? Rag. Did you hear an R? Very good. That's right. I said it. Run. Did you hear an R? Yes, very good. I did say it. One. Did you hear an R? You are correct. I did not say an R. No R. White. Did you hear it? Correct. I did not say an R sound. Next station. All right, SLP. For this station, it's syllable yoga. It's practicing the movement and mindfulness of yoga and stretching and working out some wiggles while practicing these R sounds. There's research somewhere out there that I found that shows that people learn better when there's movement in mind. I mean, in when there's movement involved. And so I call this a mindful movement station because we are thinking about the way that we're moving and thinking about what we're practicing at the same time. Okay. All right, student. Next is syllable yoga. We are going to stretch up and back and side to side while practicing our sounds. Here we go. Follow me. Reaching up, practicing ra, ra, ra. You're making a smile when you do this. Ra. Very good. Reaching to the side. Re, re. Good. And the other side. Row, row. Very good. And then we're going to reach side to side. Roo, roo. All right. And then shake it out. Ride, ride. Very good. Now that we've done some stretching, whew, that felt good for me, and worked out some wiggles, let's go on to station number 4. All right, students, station number 4 is touch sound. This is where we're going to move your smile into place and say these word parts. All right. These are not real words, just word parts or nonsense words. I don't like touching my face, but I will pretend like my mouth is like a puppet and my hands are the puppet master. They move the strings to move my smile into place to make a nice big R sound. Here we go. Rah, rah, rah. Okay, student. Yes, I see you're touching your face. Students always touch their face. Re, re. Very good. All right, SLP. For that station, I call it coarticulation because on the different R sounds, it is more a coarticulation strategy. For this sound, it's not so much a coarticulation strategy in the traditional sense of we're putting two different word parts together to co-articulate and help one make the other one better. But in this case, we are putting together tactile movement to help our co-articulation with the R sound. So that's why I call it co-articulation because we are combining two elements together to help articulate the R sound. Okay. And then for station number 5, SLP, I call it word pair. So we're using this strategy called minimal pair. Okay, student, station number 5, we're going to say these words with an R and without an R. First word with an R. Rag. No R. Wag. Your turn. Good, girl. I heard a slight difference there. We're trying to make two different words, one with an R, one with a W. Let's keep going. Run. One. Run. One. Notice the difference in the mouth movements that I make when I do my R and when I do not an R or a W. Your turn. Good, good try. All right. And then student, the last station number 6, R detective again. This time I'm going to say a sentence. You're going to count the R's that you hear in that sentence, and then you're going to say the sentence. Here we go. He ate blueberries for breakfast. How many R's do you hear in that sentence? He ate blueberries for breakfast. That's right. You heard 3 R's. Now your turn. Let me hear the sentence with your best R. Very good. All right. We are all done. All right, SLP. So I went through this project as a demonstration to show you how I do it. Because of how it works, you can do this in 5 minutes or 8 minutes. If your student is just starting off on their R journey, meaning that you just started targeting their R sounds, this would be a great way to introduce it and teach them how to hear it and process it and produce it and practice the sound. And you can do only some of the words on each station. as the student is progressing or as they're you're seeing more understanding in these steps of hearing and processing and producing, you can read all of the words in each station, and you can use this as a warm up. For the student who's a little bit more advanced and they're now able to do an R sound, but they still need some practicing, you can do all 6 of the stations as a warm up and then get into practicing more sentences with the R with and words with the R sound. So basically, you can use this activity as your whole activity. If you're using a brief individual model, like what I am teaching, what I'm doing with my students and teaching other SLPs how to do. Or if you have a longer speech session, you can use this as just a warm up and a review and then go into other things, whichever way works for you. So in my store right now, I have an R project for initial R blends, and the vowel R. And I'm going to work on bundling those. And I'm going to be putting more articulation projects up in the next few months. If you have any questions, you can email me at Kendra T or Kendra T Allison at gmail.com, or you can message me on Instagram, Kendra T Allison, or my Facebook page, Kendra T Allison, the efficiently cool SLP. um, or you can put something down in the comments here. But go over to my teachers page, teacher stores, and look for this product. I hope you enjoy. Like, subscribe, and share with another efficiently cool SLP that you know. All right. Thanks so much. Have a good day. Hello, koala.